Bear Grylls Adventures, the Earthquake Challenge. 7. Hose harness. Climb? Fatima asked in surprise. Bear surely didn't mean to climb down the dangerous stairs. She took a peek over the railing that ran around the top of the building. And down the wall. It was smooth bricks. It would be impossible to find handholds on the wall like that. And it was a long way down. Fatima looked around the roof. It wasn't completely flat or empty. There were pipes and cables and machines that looked like giant fans inside a metal cage. And then she saw a sign that saying fire hose above a glass case, which was fixed to a wall next to the door where they had come out. A hose was curled up inside it. Bear was already on it. He smashed the glass with the hammer clipped to the wall, and started to pull the hose so that it all unreeled into the roof. We're about 20 meters off the ground, he said seriously, and it says this is 25 meters long. I'll make a harness and lower you one by one. He looked at Fatima. Fatima, I'll be holding on at this and I'm going to need someone to look after the kids on the ground. So are you okay to go first? I'm sure, Fatima said, but I'm heavier than them. Can you hold my wave? I won't be holding anyone's wave. I have a plan. Don't worry. By now, all the hose was uncoiled on the roof. Bear dragged it all over to the railing and looped one end of the hose around it. And then he looped it around once more. The railing will be like a pulley that takes your wave. And then I'll just have to hold the hose and then let you down gently, he said. Taking a double wrap around it means it will be easier for me to lower you. Bear started to tie a loop in the hose at the other end. Classic bowling knot. Bear said, make a loop. Then the end is like a rabbit coming out of a hole round the tree and back down the hole. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fatima perked up. I remember learning that knot in Scouts. Nice. Well, now it's the time to test it. Put your arm through here so it's under your armpit, and then lower your arm to your side to trap the hose. Fatima did as Bear instructed. Keep your armpit clamped to your side, he added as he tightened the bowling around her. Now hold the hose in front of you and don't let go. Bear looked at Fatima in the eyes. You ready for this? Ready, she said with newfound confidence. Butterfly still fluttered in Fatima's stomach as she climbed backward over the railing and hung over the 4-story drop. But she knew she had conquered her fears before, and she knew she could do it again. "Don't look down," Bear said. "Just keep your eye on the wall in front of your armpit tight. Push your leg up out against the wall so you aren't hanging just on the hose." Ready? Here goes. The wall began to move slowly past Padma's eyes. It was a smooth, steady ride down to the ground. The slowly walked wall, the hose ran smoothly over the railing, and Bear could take her away with no problem. It's in no time at all. Padma felt her boot touch the ground. She wriggled out of the harness and stood back so the bear could pull back up. While he was doing that, Padma looked around. The city felt eerie with no one else about. City were meant to be full of noise. Usually there was car and people and alarms and trains, airplanes overhead. Noise was just there, even if your brain turned it out. You only really noticed it when it wasn't there anymore. Every movement she made, even her breathing, seemed to echo. It was weird, but it wasn't frightening in the daylight. But Padma gulped as she thought ahead. She didn't know what time it was, but she could see it was past midday. The sun was starting its journey down toward the horizon, and guess they would still be in the city as night fell. They would have to find somewhere to sleep. It will be silent and it will be dark. "No," she told her firmly. "Don't think like that." She would cross the bridge, and when she came to it, she would control her fear again and again until it lost all its grip on her, like Bear had said. She smiled to herself. She was sounding like a survivor. Sukrus came down next, with her eyes squeezed tight shut. She even kept them closed while Padma helped her out of the harness until she could actually believe she was on the soiled ground. Then came Ryan, then Annika, and last of all Bear himself. He looped the hose over him just like the other had, but he held the end that was wrapped twice around the railing in his hands. Then he slowly started to lower himself down the wall. "Great work, team." Bear smiled at them as he touched the ground. "Right, let's find an open space away from us, and then I think we all earn a quick drink before we push on." They walked toward the shopping car park. It was wonderful to finally have the big dark building behind them. But after only a few meters, Fatima heard a noise like an approaching train. She had heard it before. It's another aftershock, Bear called. It was another half second. The ground began to tremble. Bear dropped down to all fours. Everyone down on the ground. Thanks for watching. Bye.